Hi, everybody. I wanted to go over the online reading discussions that you will engage in for this course this semester. So for the rationale behind us doing this is that we know that our comprehension is enhanced when we talk about what we read with others. So since we are mostly online this semester, some of our discussions will take place online as well. So in order to complete the assignment, you need to read all the assigned material by Monday each week, because that's when our discussions will take place. And then by Monday at 11:55 p.m., you'll post one quote or reaction for each assigned item on the reading discussion thread that week. And that also does include the materials that you're reading and viewing online, as well as an assigned PDF or a chapter out of our book that we purchased. So most weeks you should probably have like two quotes and reactions posted. And then by Tuesday at 11:55 p.m., you reply to at least two people that are in your discussion group with what is called a substantive reply. And there's kind of like a little formula for that. So first you comment on the idea that they shared, you add to it based on your experiences or understandings, and then you close with some sort of food for thought or question to kind of continue the thinking. And then by Wednesday, you go back and look to see who has replied to you, and you reply to at least two of those people with what are called dialogic replies. These don't really have a formula, they're just keeping the conversation going a little bit. So that is what you will do on the weeks that we are reading out of the purchased book for the course by Donovan and Pascal, the integrating the arts across the content areas book. Now, on alternate weeks, you're going to read a seed strategy chapter out of a textbook that I used to use. And so here is an example of what these seed strategies are like. So Claudia Cornett provides you with these just little snippets of activities that you can do in your class, and then you can kind of like build on them and expand upon them. So she calls them seed strategies. So for instance, here on this page, and this is during the literary arts integration, you can see here's just on this one page, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different seed strategies to choose from. And there are so many, just literally you'll engage with hundreds and hundreds of seed strategies. So on the weeks that you read this, you'll have a different forum that you'll engage in, which is called the Seed Strategy Forum. And what you do is you post two adaptations of seed strategies that Cornett provides, focused on the focal expressive art mode. These adaptations should include the seed strategy name, a page number, grade level, and a paragraph description of how to adapt it for a content area. Okay, and I'll show you some examples of these here in a moment. I just wanted to show you here, there is a grading checklist for how these forums will be graded when you engage in them in those weeks. They're always worth 10 points. And then here are some examples of what these would look like. So this is an example of the reading forum out of the Donovan Pascal book. It also, though, includes the online content. So you'll see in this example, Colleen, the student, in her original post, cited a resource that was in the content for the week. She includes a quote and where to find that quote, and then her personal reaction to that quote. And then she does the same thing with a piece out of the Donovan Pascal book. So here's a quote, and then her personal reaction to that quote. Then somebody in her group named Laura provided a substantive reply. Now, you do not need to color code your replies. I just do this to help you see kind of like how these are constructed. So you can see here that Colleen commented on, something that, Laura commented on something that Colleen said. Your post really made me think about how little attention I give to listening and speaking skills in my classroom. Then she added on to it with her own thinking here, okay? And then she closes with kind of like a food for thought for Colleen to consider. And then you can see here on the third day, Colleen did a dialogic reply back to Laura. So you can read through those and see what those were like. So those are on the reading forums. On the seed strategy forums, you'll post something like this. Simply put the seed strategy information over here. So here you could see we're talking about this class newspaper seed strategy that was right here. So you put the name of the seed strategy, the page number to find it on, the grade level that you are adapting it for. So you notice here, there's no grade level put here. So you can adapt these for many different grade levels. The week that it is, and that it was literary arts. Now, notice how this paragraph goes into more specifics about how the person would adapt the class newspaper thing. Now, this then the person took on page 208. So if we scroll here to page 208, 7 and 8, they took the picture book math seed strategy. So that is right here. So you can see that picture book math. Okay. Did the same thing, gave the page number, the grade level, the week that it's in, and then a paragraph about how they would adapt this particular seed strategy. Okay, that gives you an overview for how to engage in the discussion forums for the class. On the weeks that we have synchronous meetings, we won't have online discussions because we will discuss what we're reading in the synchronous meeting. All right, let me know if you have any questions.